Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief keeps you informed about what's happening in Annapolis, Anne Arundel County, and Maryland. Local news, local sports, local events, local opinion, and, of course, local weather. Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief starts now.
Good morning. It's Thursday, November 13th, 2025. This is John Frenaye, and this is your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief presented by Annapolis Subaru and the SPCA of Anne Arundel County. Do you ever have one of those days when you have a really tight schedule and then all of a sudden your first appointment cancels and the rest of the day goes to hell? Yeah, that was my day yesterday. Anyhow, here is an OMG fact for today. The kitchen dishwasher was invented by a politician's wife who was fed up with servants breaking her expensive dishes. Exact same problem I have. But now we have some news, so let's get into it, shall we? The Annapolis Board of Canvassers has certified the final results of the 2025 City of Annapolis municipal elections, and nothing has changed since the first canvass. Mayor-elect Jared Littman, a Democrat, officially won with 6,792 votes to Bob O'Shea's 2,441. Littman's administration is expected to focus on improving city services, simplifying parking and permitting, and keeping taxes in check through performance-based budgeting. All 8 wards will be represented by Democrats, including Harry Huntley in Ward 1, Karma O'Neill in 2, Keanu Smith-Brown in 3, Janice Alsop-Johnson in 4, Brooke Schandelmeyer in 5, Daisha Conti in 6, Rob Savage in 7, and Frank Thorpe in 8. The new mayor and council will be sworn in on Monday, December 1st at 2:30 p.m. at Navy Marine Corps Memorial Stadium. It is open to the public, with their first official meeting set for December 8th at City Hall. Expect details soon for any swearing-in celebrations, likely with fewer campaign signs and more smiles. Oh, and we are sitting down with the mayor-elect on Friday for a long-form podcast, and that will be released perhaps over the weekend, but more likely early next week, so you want to stay tuned for that. Anne Arundel County's second public charter high school, the New Village Academy, will break ground on its innovative new campus inside the Annapolis Mall on November 18th from 4 to 6 p.m. The school, which opens in August of 2026, will occupy the second floor of the former Lord & Taylor store and offer project-based learning for students in grades 9 through 12. Now, Principal Romy Pittman, who is the county executive sister, says that the goal is to embed education in the community, literally, by putting classrooms next to real workspaces. Local families are excited, seeing it as a creative reimagining of high school education. Attendees at the Open to the Public groundbreaking can expect remarks from civic leaders, photo ops, and refreshments, because no groundbreaking is complete without cookies and shovels. Now, when you hear names like Buffalo Springfield or Poco or Loggins and Messina, you think of Jim Messina. And he is coming to Annapolis. Messina and his band, the Roadrunners, will perform at Ram's Head on stage on November 25th. And in a recent conversation with us, he shared stories from his career, a great story about Anthony Perkins, and his admiration of Chris Stapleton, and even a shout-out to a small New Hampshire venue called the Flying Monkey Movie House. You can expect a night of classics, new material from his latest album, Here, There, and Everywhere, and plenty of good vibes from a man who's been shaping American music for decades. Be sure to give that one a listen if you missed it. It did drop last night, and perhaps he is the most humble guy I have ever spoken to. The Annapolis Film Society is presenting a screening of Eternity on Monday, November 17th at Maryland Hall's Bowen Theater. The film imagines an afterlife where souls have 1 week to choose where they'll spend eternity. Elizabeth Olsen stars as Joan, caught between her lifelong partner, played by Miles Teller, and her first love, played by Callum Turner, who waited decades for her arrival. Reviewer Adam Courtliff called the film surprisingly effective, saying it embraces its familiar tropes with self-awareness and heart. Doors do open at 6:30. The film starts at 7. Tickets are $20, cash only at the door if it's not sold out. So you want to grab yours early and skip that purgatory line. AnnapolisFilmFestival.com is where you need to go. And finally, the Chesapeake Baysox are reviving a fan favorite this holiday season, Louie's Holiday Hope Project. The long-running community initiative, first launched in 2007, returns to support local families struggling during the holidays. The program will deliver gifts, essentials, and winter clothing throughout December, with donations accepted at Prince George's Stadium until December 10th. Fans can also drop off coats and socks or nominate families in need through December 12th. Donors will be entered to win special prizes, including a suite for a Baysox game or a shot at throwing out the first pitch next season, which I do not recommend because that always turns into an embarrassing situation for the person that thinks they can throw that ultimately really can't. It is a really simple way to spread some warmth, both literally and figuratively, this winter. You can get all the details at Baysox.com. You want to be sure to catch our local business spotlight this weekend? This week, I am continuing with the food trend, sort of, as I chat with James Young, another cottage kitchen industry, and his company, Naptown Sauces, which I got turned on at Naval Bagels. Good stuff. That's going to drop at noon on Saturday. And in closing, one of the best ways to stay up to date on the local news is to receive the daily news recap email. It's sent out every night at 7 p.m., and it's free, and it's paywall-free. And I'm dropping a link right here in the show notes for you to sign up. And please, feel free to let your friends, family, and colleagues all know about it as well. And that is a wrap. As always, thank you for being you, and a thank you to the sponsors for today's Daily News Brief. Annapolis Subaru, the SPCA of Anne Arundel County, Hospice of the Chesapeake, and Mac So now you just need to sit back because George Young is here with your Eye on Annapolis local weather, and Trevor from Annapolis Makerspace is here with your Annapolis Makerspace Maker Minutes. All that's coming your way, so hang tight.
Have you ever had to wait to get an appointment at the Apple Store? Skip the wait and the line at the mall by visiting MacMedics in Severna Park, where appointments are not necessary. MacMedics is an Apple-authorized premium service provider. MacMedics services all Apple devices, including broken iPhone screens and batteries, and all without an appointment. Most iPhone repairs are complete the same day and usually within a few hours. MacMedics is also an Apple-authorized reseller and sell Apple products at the same price as the Apple Store. Visit MacMedics in Severna Park or Lanham for Apple-authorized sales and service and shop local. Don't wait for help. Call MacMedics at 410-757-MAX, which is 410-757-6227. It's 410-757-6227. Or visit them online at macmedics.com. Next up, we're diving into today's Eye on Annapolis weather forecast. From sunny skies over the bay to storm warnings that could impact your plans, we've got the details to keep you ahead of the curve. Stay tuned. It's all coming your way in just a moment.
Hey everyone, this is George Young with the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief weather forecast for Thursday, November 13th. Yesterday worked out pretty well for the Annapolis region after a cloudy start, and we'll see plenty of additional sunshine today through the weekend with comfortable temps the entire time. Look for sunny skies today with highs in the mid to upper 50s with winds once again breezy out of the west with gusts over 20 miles per hour at times with more sunshine than expected Friday through Sunday with highs Friday and Saturday in the mid to upper 50s, followed by mid to upper 60s on Sunday with a chance of some showers in between Saturday night into the overnight hours of Sunday morning. So make plans now to get out and about to enjoy another really nice fall time weekend as we're now only 2 weeks away from the Thanksgiving holiday. Okay, that's it for today. This is George Young for Eye on Annapolis Weather. Make it a great day out there today. Stay healthy and be safe, and be sure to visit eyeonannapolis.net/weather for the latest conditions and forecast information for the Annapolis region, so you can always stay weather informed.
Coping with advanced illness can be overwhelming, and determining the best options for a loved one isn't always so easy. But here at Hospice of the Chesapeake, your hometown hospice, we want you to know you do have a choice. You can choose exactly who provides the care and the type of care you receive, and it's your decision when and where your loved one receives that care. We have served our community, family, and friends for over 40 years. We are there when you need us. Learn how we can help at hospicechesapeake.org.
Every week, makers, crafters, and educators hold events all over the area. Highlighting some of those, here's our Maker Minutes, brought to you by Annapolis Makerspace.
Hey, this is Trevor from Annapolis Makerspace with this week's Maker Minutes. In Knits and Pieces off of Bestgate Road, today check out Colorwork Without Tangles, a beginner mosaic knitting class. Saturday they have an Ito shawl class. Sunday there's a series of mitts. And then on Monday, there's an ornament workshop for November. Each workshop is a different theme, and registration is open for more ornament workshops coming up in December. At Art Farm in Annapolis, tonight, check out Community Figure Drawing, Drawn Together, the Thursday edition. Tomorrow, there's Mystery Art Making, with good vibes and great company, a chill night for art exploration and hanging out. Saturday, there's a photography class doing a holiday portrait workshop. Sunday, they have Pasenki Ukrainian egg decorating, as well as their weekly vibe flow and chill yoga. And then on Tuesday, there's virtual botanical drawing for beginners. And registration is open for more adult workshops, including their art bar, the Creative Circle monthly meetup, family art night, watercolor pop-up, and lots more. And there's still some kids' art camps coming up. Today, there's watercolor, liquid acrylic, and ink for grades 7 through 10. Saturday, there's Art and Identity, Express Yourself for grades 4 through 6, as well as a kids' art school for grades 1 through 3. On Monday, there's a kids' art school for ages 4 through 5, as well as another one for grades 1 through 3. And also fashion design, sketching, and conceptualizing for grades 6 through 9. On Tuesday, there's a kids' art school for grades 1 through 3, as well as another one for grades 4 through 6. And then on Wednesday, there's drawing and painting for grades 4 through 6, as well as hand-drawn comics for grades 3 through 5. At the Anne Arundel County Public Library System this week, today, Severn has Sink or Swim, exploring the topic of buoyancy. Mountain Road has What's Cooking, exploring Asian foods, specifically gyoza. Tomorrow, Odenton has Make and Mingle, and Glen Burnie has a Lego Club. On Saturday, Severn has 5 Steps to a Native Garden. Broadneck has a Lego Challenge. Deal has Maryland Cooking, cookbooks and recipes from Maryland's past. Discoveries has a Native American Heritage Crafternoon. Mountain Road has a Stitch and Chat. And Bush Annapolis has Flicks with Sticks, working on fiber arts while watching Crooked Arrows from 2012. On Monday, Severna Park has the Severna Park Plant Club. On Tuesday, Glen Burnie has Little Artist Process Art. Severna Park has Mindful Making. Broadneck has Broadneck Needle Crafters. And Linthicum has Cook the Book with Comfort Foods. And finally, on Wednesday, Mountain Road has a Trans Resilience Craft Time. And Eastport Annapolis Neck has a Mad Hatter's Knitting Club. And also be sure to check out our friends down at the Annapolis Woodworkers Guild. Their monthly meeting is tonight. They meet down in Davidsonville. If you have any questions about the Annapolis Makerspace, the Maker Minutes, or any of these events, feel free to contact me at trevor@makeannapolis.org. And you can find links to all these events at the Annapolis Makerspace website, also at makeannapolis.org. Whether they're making art, software, sawdust, or just a mess, chances are you're already a maker. This has been Trevor from Annapolis Makerspace with this week's Maker Minutes.
Looking for a holiday tradition that doesn't require bundling everybody out of the car? Pile the family, friends, and even the dog into the car and head to Lights on the Bay at Sandy Point State Park. From November 23rd through January 1st, the Chesapeake Bay shoreline turns into a 2-mile drive-through wonderland with more than 70 sparkling light displays and a scavenger hunt to keep the kids busy between wows. It's open every night, including holidays, so you can make it your go-to plan after dinner, after shopping, or after you finally untangle those lights at home. Best of all, every ticket benefits the SPCA of Anne Arundel County, helping care for animals in need all year long. Skip the wait at the gate. Get your tickets in advance at lightsonthebaymd.org. That's lightsonthebaymd.org. And before the show even officially opens, there's Lights and Leashes, November 21st and 22nd only, where you can leave the car behind, bring your leash dog, and walk the course under the lights. Details and tickets are at the same place, lightsonthebaymd.org. You've been listening to the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Tell your friends and colleagues, this is the podcast where you can keep up on the latest with what's going on in Annapolis and Anne Arundel County. And don't forget about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find even more information. And make sure you follow us on Facebook at All Annapolis and on Twitter at Eye on Annapolis. This Daily News Brief podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at 6 a.m.